This is kind of dissecting your Twitter page, homepage profile and whatnot. This is what it looks like on your homepage once you land. This is the whole feed of basically everybody you follow, including yourself. You'll see everybody's tweets here, and it constantly is updating. It's kind of a fluid thing, and it just keeps changing. There's a lot. Once you have a lot of followers and are following a lot of people, there will be a lot of people on here. It's really hard to keep track of who's saying what. So one of the things that you can do, the first thing you can do is see who's talking to you. Remember how I tweeted out to Jen B Says, specifically to her. Well, what if somebody tweets to you? Well, how do you know? It will show up in this feed here, but it is so crazy. There are so many things, like I said, going on. It's too much for you to go ahead and try to find, especially if you log off and come back. You may have missed it. So when you come back on, I want you to go down here. This is where your feed, the Twitter tweets that are directed to you, you'll find. Click your name. Mine's @Supermommy. Click it, and it will load up, and it's going to tell you, here are all the tweets that were mentioning you today in the last however many weeks or whatnot. You can go pretty far on this to see. So these are the tweets that people tweeted out to me today. So if you're a publishing mom, you might want to check those. Once you get familiar with Twitter and you do have an active fan base and followers, perhaps people will be asking you things or tweeting you specific ideas or sharing things with you. You don't want to miss those. So that's probably one of the most important things, is to go on over here, click your name, and check once a day, once every few days, once you get a big following, to see that anybody has talked to you. You can also look up here. We are on the home page. We clicked @Supermommy. If I click profile, okay, this is me. This is my feed. This is everything I've said, both in general and both specifically to people. Anybody who is following me, who has clicked a button and chosen to follow me, can see all of the things I've done just by clicking my profile. That's kind of a synopsis of things you can do. You can, if you look here, this is where in your profile when you initially signed up, some of this information went, and you can change it at any time by just going to your settings. Here's my name, this is my location, this is my website, of course, my blog, and then a bio, whatever you might want to write. I believe for MK I have something like local events for the West Pittsburgh area for families and caregivers, something like that I have. Down here you can see I am following 621 people, and I have this many followers, and then listed means this is, I believe, how many people have put me on some sort of list. Lists are an easy way to keep track of people. Once you have a ton of stuff going on your Twitter, lists are an easy way to keep track of people, and we'll go over that later. This is the amount of tweets I've tweeted out. This is, if I click here, this would be favorites. I've created something that's called favorites. Keeps track of all my favorite people rather than having to go through all the feed and find the people that I might want to see what they're up to, both in general and tweeting specifically towards me. My favorites list will do that for me. These are lists you can create, and these are the lists that I've done so far. Matt Kid Tips. I believe that's for the Twitter parties. I tried to create something I played called Super's Island, where only a group of us were talking about a certain subject for quite a while. So I could click on that list and only those people appeared in that feed, because I programmed it that way. These are icons of all the people that are following me, and if I click one, it'll take me directly to that person's site. These people have chosen to follow me, and I haven't necessarily chosen to follow them. It's usually courtesy to do so, but once you get bigger, you only can follow so many people, and then you kind of have to wipe out your following list and start again. So it's up to you who you follow. As an MK publisher, I would imagine you pretty much want to follow and get as many followers as you can in your local area, especially businesses and whatnot. I've had the most success there. So I clicked on her picture, and of course this is Chief's Hiding. If you don't know who that is one of our own Macaroni Kid Publishing moms, and she's my arch nemesis. I'm just kidding. This is her profile page, and so if you were to just, if I were to go check her out, I find out she's following me, she appears in my pictures, I can go on and I can kind of check her out. And you can do this when you are looking to find people to follow, whether it be businesses, moms in the area, MOPS groups, whatever it might be. Click on their picture, look at their profile, and say, uh-oh, okay, her name's Chief, she's in the psych ward, she's actually a Mormon mom who works, all kinds of things like that. So if you decide you want to follow her, this is a little widget here that lets you do lots of different things. I am currently following her, so let's pretend I'm not. Let's pretend you've decided you don't want to follow her any longer. Let's go backwards. You don't want to follow her anymore. You're going to click this widget, and you're going to click Unfollow Chief Sighting, and as easy as that, you're no longer following her. Perhaps she did something that was inappropriate on your site or for MK, whatever. You can just get rid of her that easy. You don't have to follow what she says. There's an easier way. You can also go further. If somebody is causing you issues on Twitter, just like some people have done on Facebook, if they are causing you issues, you can block them. You can block them very easily. All you have to do is click it, and maybe, I believe, I'm not sure if I'll have to block her. Let's see. See, I blocked her. It's as easy as a button. And then, of course, if you want to unblock her, you can click Undo. And of course, it probably won't work. She'll freak out now. It's not working. Let's see, let's follow her. Okay, that's not working. There we go. Now I'm following her. Okay. Hello, panic attack there. But it's as easy as that to follow, unfollow, block someone, whatnot. Starting from the beginning, of course, it's loading back up. I have to refresh it. Go ahead, click your tool widget. Okay. And click that button that said follow, and then you're following that person. This is their feed. This is all the things they've sent out. She sent out something to Umbrella. She sent out something to me. She sent out something to these people. This is her feed for you to kind of see what's going on with her. One of the things you can also do once you find people is message them, tweet to them, and direct message them, and that's what we'll talk about next.